You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Empire Girls After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Empire Girls After Show.
What's up, everybody? I hope you are having an amazing day. Bing is for doing, and tonight we are doing a recap show of Empire Girls. I'm Ashley Gray, and I'm here with my amazing co-host.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bamm Ericsen.
What up, what up? So, happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there listening. I hope you guys had a great day. And we're going to start off the show by talking about Miss Julissa and her drama that surrounded this episode. So, let's talk about her ex-fiancé, LJ.
Larry Johnson. So what did you think? So they are at a they're at a Dream concert, getting ready to go inside, and they're like, oh my God, it's my ex-fiancé. You know, so the whole thing was, should Julissa speak or should she ignore him? And you know, if she doesn't speak, then it says something. If she chooses to speak, then it. So there was this whole thing for a couple minutes of, should she speak or should she not speak? And so,
I mean, I know that emotions are always so caught up in relationships. It's like, oh, I don't know if I should go up to him or if I should not go up to him. At the end of the day, just go and speak all you can. I mean, just say hello. You know, you don't have to go into details or talk about why you guys broke up. But, I mean, just like he was saying, that she just needs to chill. Like, she acts kind of weird about it. But on the other token, it's like, I'm a girl. I know we can get a little emotional. And it's just that attachment. And especially being with him for, I think, 3.5 years. It's a long time to deal with that.
I was a little surprised with Adrienne being so hard on him in last week's episode. She was a lot more, okay, you know, you should probably go speak, and she was a little more encouraging this time, which I felt was different than what we saw of her last week.
Yeah, well, I think so. I really can't pinpoint why she would do that or not. I think because she knows that Julissa, like this new guy, Antrell, he's just some dude that Julissa's been dating for, what, a couple of weeks, maybe a month? I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But knowing that Julissa had this relationship with this guy for so long, she's like, you know what, go speak to him. You know, I know that you loved him. They were engaged.
Right.
So I think that, you know, kudos to Adrienne for kind of pushing her in that direction, because I would have did likewise if it was, you know, my friend and you see your ex-fiancé, you know, go speak. Go say what's up, you know.
And there's a camera crew. So clearly he was going to see her at some point, right?
Yeah.
And so I just felt like that whole little scene was just kind of drawn out, like, you know, should I speak? Like, you have a camera crew, and so there was not any way that they were not going to be able to see each other.
Well, I think maybe that she didn't want to go up to him because remember him saying when they were at dinner, you know, I didn't want the red carpet life. I didn't want cameras in my face. I didn't want any of that lifestyle. And with you, that's what I kind of got. So maybe she was kind of hesitant to go over there because it was cameras.
Well, did he not want his woman to be a red carpet? Because, I mean, he's an athlete, so he has interviews and he's in front of the media all the time. So I kind of took it as he didn't want his girl, his wife or whoever, to have the same kind of spotlight in some senses that he does.
That could have been it. I honestly just think that he may just not have wanted that lifestyle. I mean, I'm not really a sports kind of,
Well, after every football game, you do have to do press.
Yeah, but was he that popular though?
A little bit.
A little bit or a lot of it? It's a difference because if he's always constantly has paparazzi in his face, then it's different. Maybe he just didn't like because from what I know, he wasn't really in the spotlight that much. So it's like
I'm just saying that for every athlete, there comes a point in time where someone will recognize you because he's an athlete. So he should be a little used to it. But
Yeah.
so let's go forward. So now they're outside the club, and so they finally speak. So they speak.
Finally.
There's their tension, but they hug. I think they even give each other a hug, a kiss.
It's a hug. It's
Yeah.
one of those awkward one arm hugs though.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what's up? Yeah, pat on the back. If you get a pat on the back, that means, yeah, you not in my boo no more.
I mean, when you haven't seen your boyfriend or girlfriend for ages, there's always that awkward moment, you know?
It's an awkward moment, but I think this is a thing that I think.
What is the thing?
I feel like if he wouldn't have had a baby, then it would have been more of a, more of an embrace between him and Julissa because Julissa's holding back because just like she said, you had a baby with someone else.
But she didn't know that.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She was like, oh, so I hear you had a baby. And he said, yeah, I did. I do have a beautiful baby girl.
Okay.
She knew. And if that was my ex-dude, my bad, Julissa. If that was my ex-dude and you done went and had a baby with somebody else and that's something that I wanted, I would give him the half pat too.
Okay. So they're in the club.
No, a dream. The dream concert.
Yeah, they're at the concert. They're backstage, and so she decides to take shots and kind of drown her misery because now she's clearly thinking about,
Which is never, guys, do not drink when you're feeling like that. Guys and girls, you're just gonna make everything worse. If you are already an emotional person and you take a couple of shots, it's just gonna be more tears. Like, I think so. You should never drink to feel better, And she was just kind of trying to block it. You're drinking and you'll forget the question that you were asking yourself.
I can't relate to this at all.
You're like, she should have did shots.
I don't drink, so I have no idea.
Don't drink? Oh, okay. Gosh, well, I sound like the expert, huh?
What did you think about when they had the conversation with radio personality and used to be rapper Angie Martinez?
Yeah, I think she was keeping it real. I think that Julissa's she's a very intelligent woman. I think that some of the things that Angie was saying it kind of hit home because it just reiterated itself. She was thinking it. She just needed someone to tell her, like, snap her back to reality because she was like, he's changed and he's the person that I wanted him to be and I just set him up for the next woman, which you should never date anyone to try and change them because it's not going to work.
Absolutely.
Never going to work.
But Angie did say something. She said, you wouldn't be acting like this if you still didn't care. And so, she hit it right on the nail. And so clearly Angie read her like a book and was like, you're still thinking about him. And because she was like, well, why is he here? And like, why can't he not be in New York? And why can he not be at a concert? He is a celebrity. And so so you could tell she was being really dramatic.
Why do good girls love bad boys? It's exactly what I was thinking when I was.
Why is he bad?
She said that. Well, she asked him when they were at dinner, "Are you still drinking? Are you drinking heavily, like you were when we were dating?" If you're drinking to the point it's interfering with your relationship, and that's not a good quality to have, and especially not a good quality to invest in when you're dating someone. I don't want to be with someone you're always drinking and it's always a problem, and we wouldn't have these problems if you were not drinking. And that's the point she was trying to make at dinner, like, okay, well, so you stopped drinking now. Wow. And if you Adrienne's reaction to that when all of the girls were having wine and talking about it, what Adrienne was like, wow, that's a shocker. So obviously this dude was drinking to the point of
The only thing that I wish, which we don't tend to do this, is she was bringing up all of his old habits. We don't really know what her old habits was because I don't, in a relationship, she was not the innocent one. I'm sure they both had their problems. So I kind of just wish, he would have kind of spoke up and kind of said, but I guess he's got a new girl and baby, so there's no point to rehash.
I don't think so. I don't think I think she was a good girl, and you can tell, like, they did a shot. And, like, he just gazed in her eyes. And I was like, you see what you're missing now, huh? I can tell that she was a good girl. And I think that he would have brought something up. Like, oh, well, you bringing up all this, but what about what you did? Like, he just seemed like his demeanor seemed like, oh, he'll bring something up with the quickness. And I mean, from what I got from it, it just seems like Julissa was a good girl and she wanted marriage and she wanted to have kids and he just wasn't ready for that. And so he messed up.
And so what do you think about when they had that big talk and she starts to break down?
Oh my gosh. It was you can tell it was genuine. I think she still loves him. Not like in love with him, but when you're together, when you're with someone for 4 years pretty much, of course you're still going to have love for them no matter what.
I think more so she didn't have closure. And so
or did she want closure is the thing, maybe.
Or maybe she wanted him, yeah.
Maybe she wanted him to be like, is there a possibility that we can get back together? So she can either reject him or accept it. But I think she wanted that control and she was out of control. Like during that, she couldn't say, okay, we can work this out or we can't work that out. So yeah, I think that she wanted closure in that aspect. Like,
yeah, I think she wanted some closure, but it did hit her like, she potentially wanted a child, and so he had a child. So all of the things that he has now, he's in love, he's settled down.
Or so he says.
Now, okay, so once Julissa was with the girls, the girls threw that out there, like, they was like, the girls assured him, like, he's not that changed. He's not that changed.
Yeah, they were throwing out his statistics. He just spit on a girl last what year?
A year.
Who spits on girls? Tacky. That's nasty.
But a year has gone by.
But you still spit on a female. It's disgusting to spit on a male, but for you to spit on a female is gross.
Absolutely, it is disgusting, but she said that you're not the same person, you're a different person. And so she would know that more so than the girls. I'm not defending him, I'm just saying that clearly there was a change in which she recognized, and it kind of hurt her feelings. So I'm not trying to like go tit for tat, but clearly there's a change.
Well, to me, this is just my own personal opinion. When you're of a certain age, your old habits are no longer really old habits because you'll pick them up in a heartbeat.
See, I don't know how old he is.
He look old. He looked like he's older than Julissa, and Julissa's 28. So he's probably like, he looks like he's about, us black folk, we can be 50 and look like we 25, But he I would say he's probably 32, maybe 33.
I'm not harping on age, but I almost didn't recognize Angie Martinez.
Whoa, she looked like their mom.
I'm not saying she's old, but I'm not used to her wearing so much makeup.
Yeah,
or something. But
then again, we never see her face. She's a radio personality.
But I mean, she used to rap. I mean, yeah, she used to rap, and
my bad, Angie.
Yeah, she used to rap, and you kind of see her, So I just didn't.
Maybe it was what she had on, or no, it was mainly her face. She did look old. I was like, wow. I mean, it wasn't a bad old. It just like you looked a lot mature in the face, in the face area.
And so going back to Julissa, now that we done talked about Angie for a second, there was also something Julissa mentioned in regards to, with her ex-fiancé having a baby, and he's in love with the woman.
Yeah.
And so she's like, okay, well, am I making a mistake? Should I have decided to do family than a career? And so this is a constant theme within the show for both her and Adrienne. And so what do you think about that? Because she's 28, I believe.
She's 28.
And so you could tell she's constantly thinking about that all the time.
It just depends on the type of lifestyle that you want. And it seems like she's leaning more towards a family. But it's hard because I think not just these girls, but people in general, you go back and forth like, do I want a career or do I want a family? And people who come from such a family background, like it's all about family, we them before anything, when they go out into the world and they start having these careers, and it's like you put in more time at the office than you do at home, and so it's that back and forth struggle.
Yeah,
like, what should I do?
It's an ongoing thing. So
I think she should stick with her career. I mean, me personally. until she gets to where she wants to be. That way, she'll have that
Where
foundation.
does she want to? We don't know where she
That's
wants
a-
to be because it hasn't been spoken. But where does she want to go in her career?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that she wants to be some type of personality, a TV personality, a host, of course. But at what level does she want to take that? I don't know. But I know that she wants to, have a lot of money. In order to have a family, you have to have a decent income. Kids are expensive.
And so, do you think that she picks the wrong guys?
Yes, I told
Because
you, good girls love bad guys.
Because now let's go to
Arnell.
And
What's his name?
I'm gonna you to stop saying my man's name wrong, okay? His name His name is
Antrell, Arnell.
yeah, Antrell Roll
Whatever. I don't like him. He played.
from New York Giants.
I know they were talking about that they're not. It's just not working out. But
Okay.
I didn't like him. I
But
don't like him.
I didn't like Julissa's response today on the show because they were having a conversation and Adrienne again was being nice, which was completely seemed odd for
That's because Julissa checked her, but that's probably why.
or that too. So they were outside walking on the streets of New York, and so they had asked what was going on with her and Antwerp.
Antwell. This dude just said Antwell.
My man A, okay? We're going to call my man A, okay? So, A-Roll. So they had asked, what's going on with him. And so right now he was currently in Miami. And so he had came to see Julissa
Miami.
twice.
Lord, if your dude in Miami,
Maybe he's from Miami. Come on, relax.
I don't know. I don't know about Antwell.
Well, so anyway, he's in Miami, and so he's come to New York to visit Julissa a couple of times. And then Adrienne said, which I was clearly shocked. Adrienne said, "Okay, well, he's come to visit you. Now it's time for you to go visit him." And Julissa's response was, "Well, I just don't really have time." Okay, now you in a relationship? How do you not have time? Because if he couldn't visit you, you women would be super mad. Be like, "Well, oh, you can't spend time." So she was out of pocket. Sorry.
Depending on the situation.
Okay.
Now, what if our dude A just came to New York to see her because it was convenient for him?
We don't know that.
We don't know that. So I'm going to go with it was convenient for him.
Twice.
He might got peoples in New York. You never know.
Well, New York is a nice place to go.
So he's trying to kick it in New York.
But again, why can't she go visit him?
Yeah, I definitely
She's busy.
think.
What is she doing? We haven't seen her on audition since last week. What is she doing?
Oh,
I'm just saying.
He got you, girl. I don't know what she's doing. You better go visit him. Well, no, we don't like him. I don't like him. Don't go.
You still mad about the portrait?
That was not a portrait. That was a tacky picture that he gave her.
Was the frame nice?
I mean, it was all right. It looked like. No, I don't like it. I'm sticking to my guns. I don't like it. It was tacky.
Well, speaking of frames and pictures and anything else, let's talk about Amazon.com, okay? Where you can go. All right, so you guys can shop online at Amazon at Amazon.com.
Amazon. It's
Yes,
Amazon.com, guys.
Amazon.com. And so you got. Go ahead, you do it.
Okay, look.
You making me.
Check this out, guys. So, if you want to buy a gift or if you shop on Amazon.com a lot, how about you go to AfterBuzzTV.com, click on the Amazon banner, and it doesn't cost you anything. It just helps us out because, of course, we provide this content totally for free. So Amazon gives us a little kickback from that. So again, today is Father's Day. Did you get your daddy something? If not, go to Amazon.com by way of AfterBuzzTV.com. Click on the link and buy something.
That's right. Get our girl a frame.
Yes. Who? Me?
You.
Okay. Give me a frame from Amazon. Awesome. So now let's talk about Adrienne.
She had a lot going on.
A lot.
Yeah.
I love Adrienne's personality. I'm gonna give her that. The girl is full of personality. I love it. It's just that style.
I'm not quite sure. Is this who she really is, or is she giving us a little extra for the camera?
I think it's her. I think because I can kind of tell from everyone's reactions around her that it kind of is who she is. Because people would be a little off if she was like being a little off, I think. And yeah, I think that she's a firecracker. She's feisty, sassy, all of the above. I love her. What I don't love, homegirl, is your wardrobe. And I was so happy when Atiba stepped in. And if you guys don't know Atiba, he is amazing. He's worked with Diddy, Missy Elliott, Mary J. Blige. He's a stylist, and he stepped in to help her kind of upgrade her wardrobe. He did good. In the end he did good, but that dress, ooh.
I think that whole topic with the whole branding her image, there seemed to be confusion because Neil had got her a stylist, which is Atiba, but then her management team, Africa, there would just seem to be a whole lot of inconsistencies. Like Africa wanted one thing, Atiba wanted one thing.
Come on, that dress was atrocious.
Okay, I understand that, but
Team Africa on that one.
But what I'm saying is that there should have been a consensus of what her style was going to be.
But she don't know. That's the problem. She doesn't know what she wants. She, just like they said, okay, the Puerto Rican Tupac, she wanted to throw a beater underneath that dress and put a freaking bandana on. Homegirl, what?
But what
really?
I know, but what I'm saying is that before the whole the OK Magazine shoot, there should have been some kind of meeting of what her style is going to be.
Yeah.
Where it seems like they're trying to figure out her style as they go along. And she's already in the recording studio. She's talking about her album is coming out, later in the month or like winter of 2013.
Yeah.
So there should just already been a consensus and meeting of what her style is going to be. The music should reflect, like, it just it just seemed like
Well, first
everybody was just at each other disagreeing, and they should all be together to help her be who she wants to be, this triple threat.
Let's talk about this triple threat.
Yes, please.
Threat.
Yeah.
Actor, I get that. Musician, all right.
Singer, no, I wouldn't say musician.
And entrepreneur. What do you do, girl? What does she do? What's her business?
I don't know, but let's hope that let's hope that when we get her to come on the show, we can talk about all those great things. Because I'm not hating, but I was a little confused too because I haven't heard or seen her in any business ventures. I haven't seen her do any advertisements. So, but maybe she has some things coming up in store.
Yes. Let's hope.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
And so let's go back to those style things. So she has this photo shoot with OK Magazine where they're gonna show that she's a triple threat, her as a singer, actress, and an entrepreneur, businesswoman. And so she had this big shoot, and so you didn't like some of the outfits.
Okay, so the final pictures were beautiful.
Let's break it down. Let's talk about her as the singer first.
The singer, okay. So it was a 1940s hair type style, a long, beautiful, gorgeous gown. It was sheer with lace, with a high split, kind of Angelina Jolie type slit, which she kept sticking her leg. I'm like, girl, put that leg in. Just because Angie did it don't mean you can do it, girl.
I am so sick of people sticking their leg out in pictures now. What was the big deal when Angelina Jolie did it?
I just don't.
Who cares? So what?
Exactly. Okay, so let's get back to this dress.
All right.
So I think that the look was a gorgeous look on someone else, not necessarily her. I think it aged her about 10 years.
I think she looked too old.
Not necessarily 10 years, but I would say about 5 years. It made her look older. Maybe if they wouldn't have put the hair over to the side and kind of like just played with a little bit and had it, just big curls out, blowing in the wind, and those shoes, those pumps that she had on, was they gold? Oh, my Lord. I said, who put these on her? Atiba.
Let me tell you what she did when we were watching. She made me put the DVR on pause. And she broke down that look for like 5 minutes.
I didn't like it at all.
I have to admit, I thought she looked too old.
Her
as an actress. She still can play the high school, the college.
But the thing is, she wants to get away from that because of the Cheetah Girl brand.
I understand that, but can you see her in a romantic comedy, or
No.
can you see her in some of the things for an older? I mean,
that's what that picture portrays.
She just.
No bueno.
Yeah.
No bueno.
What did you think about the The entrepreneur look.
Entrepreneur look, you know, first of all, it's Dolce & Gabbana, so hello. We love.
And she wanted to do the I'm sorry, no. Singer look.
Okay, so
She-
we're
yeah.
going to do
Do
singer?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
That was the whole her Whitney Houston Ulta Queen of the Night.
I actually liked it.
Mhm.
I was kind of hesitant to say I liked it, but I did. I thought for her it was fun. It showed her personality. I loved the hood look, and I mean, that color on her just beautiful. I loved
I
it.
thought she looked hot.
Mhm.
she
Love,
looked
love,
hot.
loved.
In the middle of them doing the singer look, she gets a text message from the guy.
Oh, ooh la la.
From the guy, she decides that she wants to do online dating, and so what they do is they do like a simple profile of some of the things that she likes. I personally think her list is too long, but and so she puts out this profile. Now this is what I thought was bogus. So she gets a text message saying, "Hey, the guy decides that he wants to ask her out." She has no picture up, but you get a text message from a guy saying, "Let's go out on a date." He doesn't know what you look like.
I'm sure there was something, like some hint to who she was or a picture. I know that she was hesitant about putting a picture up, but I think that there had to have been some picture, because even when she was going through the listing saying, okay, do you only want profiles with pictures? She clicked, of course. I would not even think about, going out with someone without seeing what they look like first. So I think that either she put her name in her credits or she put a picture up. I think.
Okay.
Because I don't think men, especially men that fine, are not just going to go out with anybody.
I just thought the whole thing was fake.
Probably,
That was fake.
Maybe.
So back to
Let's
now,
get to
yeah.
this outfit.
Okay,
The
so
floral.
now she's at the entrepreneur look, and so at first they had her on this like wool suit in the summertime.
Atiba. Strike 2.
Oh, you don't like Atiba?
I love Atiba, but come on, that one dress where she was talking about putting the beater underneath with the bandana, that dress was disgusting. And Africa came in and was like, no, take it off. I was like, get up, girl.
The dress is okay, but some of the accessories and things that she wanted on, like the bandana looking like a Puerto Rican Tupac,
Yeah.
that was not.
So that was Atiba. That was your strike 1. The strike 2 was, let me think.
The wool suit.
The wool suit. I agreed with Adrienne with this.
I got hot just looking at it.
I know. Adrienne was like, it's hot. It's the summer. Why am I wearing this? And I agree. Okay, magazine. It was coming out, a summer edition or spring edition. I'm not sure, but it should reflect the season. And I don't think that outfit worked. However, the Dolce & Gabbana get up was very cute. I was kind of nervous about the bold print, the floral, at first on her. Because, when you're shorter, you can't really do that bold, all the time. But in the pictures, it looked beautiful.
She seems like someone who has to do name brands, because
Yeah.
she's always having name brands, and you see the Louis Vuitton and some of the other things. I think she only cared more so about the look because it was
It's
a Dolce
Gabbana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how people are, Lord. Which,
Are you
I
like
mean,
that?
Huh?
Are you like
Me?
that?
Oh, well.
Well, you guess?
And okay, I'm going to be honest.
Well,
I
you
go-
know she about to tell the truth, because when that hand, okay.
Y'all can't see, but my hand is up. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Listen up. So, I love expensive pieces because they last a lifetime. As far as labels, like I don't really like anything that has a label on it. But I'll wear an expensive piece and I'll mix it in with something from the Goodwill, or I'll mix it in with something that I get from a vintage shop. So I'm not all about labels, but I love a good piece of clothing. So, I'll pay a couple of more dollars if it's on clearance. I'm the one on Rodeo Drive like, oh, where's y'all clearance being at? They like, girl, you got to go. But so, I mean, everyone gets excited for brands like Dolce & Gabbana. Like, I would be excited too. I need some of that in my life. Dolce.
I guess I have to get money first. So you like the look?
I didn't love it, but I really did like it. I thought it was the pictures turned out really pretty.
I thought it was a nice look, but I didn't think that it was entrepreneur. I didn't think it was business-like for one main reason.
And what?
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
No.
Her
Wait.
boobs. The
Oh.
boobs. She had a black lace bra showing, and then you could see part of her boob.
Yeah.
And so for entrepreneur, I didn't think it was appropriate.
Now, a little boobage is okay for entrepreneur because I mean, I believe I'm a teacher in real life,
Me
and
too.
I don't shut up. Oh my God, we teachers,
Yeah.
educators unite! High five. So I'm not a loafer kind of girl. So I'm the one in high heels, first grade teacher with a bomb like some slacks on and a really nice top. I don't like to dress. So I get what she's saying. You can be a sexy teacher. You can be a sexy entrepreneur.
Okay, well, we will agree to disagree on that
I
one.
wouldn't do the lace bra.
Yeah,
But
I mean, if you have, I mean, you can't avoid them, especially if they're big. You can't,
Double Ds,
yeah, you can't avoid seeing
triple
them.
digits.
But that shirt was purposely, it
Yeah.
was cut. It was.
Is that a Tiva
yeah.
strike 3? A Tiva. Strike 2.5, brother.
Yeah.
You on your way
Good,
out.
yeah, good picture, but I didn't think that it was,
Yeah. What was that? All right, so we just had some funky action going on in the studio. I kind of liked it though.
Yeah.
All right, so Adrienne's 3 looks. I think at the end it was good. You can't on the last picture you can't really see the lace in the boob action because she's turned.
Maybe because I'm a guy, but that's the first thing I saw.
Okay. I liked the 3 looks. I thought that they really reflected her personality, and even she agreed. So, I mean, kudos. At the end of the day, it was the job well done.
Well, the singer look for me was the best. The entrepreneur look was a good look, just not for business. But
Agree.
But the actress look,
Yeah,
just
it
too old.
didn't.
Didn't like it.
I think it's because I just thought she looked pretty in the end. I wasn't really concentrating on the whole overall concepts. So when I rewind, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Gotcha.
It didn't execute the job, but you did look really pretty. So, yeah, you get points for that. So.
Okay, so what do you think about her dating thing? Back to that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what I didn't get, and I found it kind of weird. She was so excited about the Dream concert, and she was talking about Dream before, and I'm like, I wonder if there's a little something going on with her and Dream, the way she was talking about it. She was just like, yeah, we go way back, and then they were like, well, what if he pulls you on stage, or, and I'm like, And then Ashley, who was their friend, was like, you would be excited if he pulled you up on stage. And to me, that's kind of like your girlfriend saying, girl, if he pulled you on stage, you would be so happy. Why would she say that if,
Right.
Maybe not. I don't know. That's me reaching, guys. But
I'm gonna say her and the Dream. I'm gonna say no.
I mean, I wouldn't want her to date the Dream either, but hey, who knows? I know that Julissa said she's very guarded when it comes to guys, so we don't know. I don't know. But I think she was very rude on the date.
Yeah. So let's talk about the date. So now they're at the restaurant, and so what she does is she has her friend go to the restaurant with her because she's afraid that something's gonna happen. The first thing I thought to myself,
all these cameras. We're high-fiving, guys.
I'm like,
All
how
these cameras
how are you fearing that something's gonna happen to you when you have like a 25 camera crew? Like,
she didn't take it seriously.
not at all.
I don't think that she's willing to, step outside of her box, outside of her comfort zone, and really try and find love. And another thing, girls, guys, don't go looking for love. It will come to you, I think that when you are looking for someone to be with, you set yourself up for a failure, I think. It's like, just let it happen naturally. So she set herself up, literally, and it didn't work out to her advantage. But she didn't have to be that rude.
And so when you saw the guy, what
He was fine,
she
y'all.
went in, y'all.
He was fine. I was like, well, yep, he was fine. I held my heart. I said, ooh, she crazy. But she said she doesn't like short guys. And he was clearly short. Because Adrienne's like 5'1", and I'm 5'1". 5'2" on a good day, and I always wear high heels. So I know that you said, "Oh well, she has on heels, so you don't know how tall he is." He was short. He had to be at least
Five.
5'5", 5'6".
I'll give him. I'll give him 5'6". Yeah, he's a little dude.
Yeah.
But he had one of the criteria that she didn't like. She doesn't like anyone who is in the industry, and so he's an entertainment model,
Fitness
or
model.
he's a fitness model,
Mhm.
and she didn't like him.
Perfect.
And she didn't like him because,
I don't like to exercise.
and she doesn't like guys who are pretty. She likes kind of out of shape, thick, chunky dudes.
Yeah.
So there's hope for a lot of y'all out there.
There's hope for you guys. I thought he was a sweet. He was a gentleman, and I don't know if it was an act that I couldn't pinpoint, but I would have given him a chance. She just like pawned him off to Julissa.
Yeah, she's like, my friend, you will be so much better for my friend. And he did say one thing that I thought was pretty good. He was like, he don't think of his friends when he's trying to get to know someone else.
Exactly.
And so, and just her response to that was like, well, it's only been 45 minutes. After that, I would have got up and like, okay, it was nice meeting you, I'm good, and I would have left.
It was so
I don't know if
like,
he was getting camera time, but again, I think the whole thing was fake because, he just looked way too perfect looking. He looks like he's been on the camera before. So I thought the whole thing was fake anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it looked like he got his feelings hurt. Even, I mean, if it was fake, you're a good actor. Because it was just, I was sad. I was like, oh my gosh, Adrienne, don't do that. That's not even cute. That's tacky. Don't be rude. Being rude is tacky. That's my word. Tacky. If you guys don't know.
Have you done online dating?
No. Would you ever?
Yeah.
You would do? Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to set him up with an online dating account, guys and girls.
No, I'm good.
Oh.
I'm just saying that.
What about Facebook? Would you ever date someone over
Well,
Facebook?
that's what I was alluding to, because Facebook is different, so that's online dating, right?
Oh well, if that's the case,
That's
yeah,
why
I
I
dated
said, yeah.
someone off of Facebook before.
Yeah. Not good?
Disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster. Hated it. Anyway, back to our girl Adrienne. So, how would you want her to dress? Like, what do you think a good style for a girl is? Because obviously she's confused. And I want to get your insight from a guy. You see how she dresses now. What would you say to improve her style? Or, would you tone her style down? What would you do?
I would bring the makeup down just a little bit. I would bring the makeup down just a little bit. I think the way she dresses for the actual show is better than what she's trying to do for her style.
Oh, okay.
But again, what is her brand? What is her image?
Yeah.
This is the big thing now in entertainment. Like, what's your brand? What's your image? Everything has to be perfect. And so she's trying to break away from this whole Cheetah 3LW Disney thing. And so I don't feel like she doesn't know what she wants to do. She says she wants to be different from everybody. It's freaking 2012. All the styles have been done. You just need to take a style and you need to
make it your own.
Make it your own. She was like, oh, I want to do like the days when TLC, when people will copy me. People are not gonna copy you because what is your brand? Like, it's one thing if you had all these hit singles and you were touring and there was a reason for people to gravitate to you, but you're still trying to get yourself out there to be relevant again. So I think she just needs to just decide what it is that she wants to do.
Yeah.
But it's gonna reflect on her music.
Yeah. I think that she should just be simplistic, and too much is too much. Just tone down the style, not too many accessories, like some skinnies and a beater and like the highest heels you own, bomb watch, some bracelets. If you're going to wear a red lip, put your hair back in a bun and put the red lip on. But it's like, I think that the more simple you are, the more chic you look, the more put together you look. And I think that's a good start if you're trying to find what you want to do, like what style you want to coin as your own. So, that's
I think Julissa knows her style. Like, she always has it together.
But them studded pants that she had on was a hot mess. And I usually love the way she dresses. When she was over her girlfriends came over when she was talking about LJ and their meeting. She had on these skinnies that were like studded with freaking rhinestones or whatever, and then this 1999 belt with like it had like it was like bedazzled or something. I'm like,
I'm not
ooh.
as detailed. Like I wasn't paying attention. To
I was like, ooh, but her bow was adorable. It's cute. I loved her bow. If she just would have, yeah, everything from the head down. But we will get more into all of those juicy details as well as predictions right after this commercial break.
Hey there, good buddies. The handle's Woolly Bear. I'm a truck driving man, but I'm not that old school kind of truck driving man, no. I like to listen to podcasts while I'm driving through these great United States of ours. And my favorite podcasts in the world are from AFTERBUZZ TV. And why? Because AFTERBUZZ TV is like a post-game wrap-up show for all your favorite TV shows. Like Jersey Shore, Dancing with the Stars, Mad Men, and a whole truckload more. I like listening to my Gossip Girl podcast, catching up with all my fellow fans and getting all the latest news and gossip. No, I got some strong opinions. And AFTERBUZZ TV lets me share those opinions with thousands of other listeners. Woo-wee, what a feeling. I used to doze off on those lonely stretches of road. And don't worry, I got the cruise control. But now I'm wide awake and listening to all the AFTERBUZZ TV goodness. Check them out, give them a holler, and tell them the old Woolly Bear sent you.
All right, everybody. I hope you're having a great time listening to us, joining us. And you can always comment. Go to iTunes, read, comment, and share with everyone. We love when you guys interact with us. You can tweet us. You can comment on iTunes. And if you have any questions, let us know so that we can add those to our discussions. So how do you feel about Julissa's style? How do you feel about Adrienne's style? Something we want to know, and we'll always bring it in for next week. So let's talk about next week's show. It looks really good.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
Who should we start with?
Let's go with Julissa. So Julissa's in the studio with Adrienne and R&B singer Neo, and so she's giving her comments about, oh, I think you should go and hit this high note there, da, da, da. And Neil was like, yeah, I think I've done this before. So basically he's saying, shut up, get out.
She from what we can see from the show, she got booted from she didn't get booted, but Adrienne, it was requested that she not return to the studio, which I would have done myself. Honey, what do you do? Okay, let me do what I do. You don't see him trying to host.
Yeah, and then it goes to the next scene where Julissa's upset and she walks off. So clearly she'll probably be mad about that. But I think she should understand that, being that she was a host on 106 and Park. And how would she like it if Neo came to 106 and Park and then just grabbed a mic and started trying to take over her job?
Yeah.
So she needs to get over herself. She will.
Yeah, I mean, and she's a sweetheart. And that's a little, from what I know of now. And from that show, the next one, I'm like, whoa, it's a little bit of feistiness inside of her,
which we haven't seen before. Yeah.
So then that makes me think about when you told me, well, how do we know that she was the perfect girlfriend to LJ? How do we not know that she wasn't, drama filled? And so I guess that will come at a later date. I'm excited for next week's show to see how she reacts. I just want to see Neo be like, no, honey, sit down.
I don't think he's probably going to get too mean with it. He's going to dump it off to Adrienne and let her do it.
But the thing is, with Neo, it's funny because he doesn't raise his voice. And he doesn't get like all, using all these gestures. He's just like, no, I got this. That's what makes it even more funny. Yeah. Like when he told Adrienne, like, you wasted my money. Like, he didn't go all crazy. I was rolling. I was like, you're right, though. Yeah. Like, you are wasting his money. So we shall see.
And so we see Adrienne again in the studio. I would like to hear some more songs. So
I haven't heard anything, really.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that we can get some sound of what this new image is going to be.
Maybe, because we might hear her sing next week. The national anthem?
Yeah, so she's at Madison Square Garden, and she's going to sing the national anthem. And, of course, she's really nervous. And the national anthem is a really hard song
I
to
sung
sing.
the national anthem and I forgot the words.
Wait, pause, time out. What?
I was singing at a church event.
So you sing?
I do sing, but I'm not amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was singing at a church event,
Okay.
and I forgot the I was so nervous, and I forgot it. And but the crowd, they were really sweet. They started singing for me. I was so. That was my most embarrassing moment ever. Seriously.
You are a singer.
I try.
Can I get just a little?
Oh,
the
maybe
land of
next week.
Okay.
Maybe next week. I'm gonna come with my flag on, and I'm gonna sing for you guys. That's gonna be the intro to next week's
But
show.
listen, all I'm saying is that with all the viewers out there, Neil could be watching right now. He could be listening.
I don't want to sing
you
in
never,
career. I
You
don't
shouldn't.
wanna...
Oh, you don't want to sing career?
No.
So my little spill's not working.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
not
I'll move on.
So let's talk about Julissa having this conversation with a family member. We don't know who it is. It could be mom or aunt. But they kind of told her that she was getting old.
And what is she gonna do? Cause are you gonna settle down? Are you gonna have family? Are you gonna have kids? She's freaking 28. Like
That's not old. But in her culture, is that old, though? I don't know.
I don't think it's old. Period.
I don't think it's old, period. But I have friends in their culture.
Mhm.
They get married very, very young, and they have children very, very young. And that's pushed from the family.
That is true, but I also think that depending on their background and careers,
Mhm.
like you have to like understand the business.
Yeah.
You have to understand
do.
it. You have to understand the business, and a lot of people don't really understand the business.
Mhm.
And so I could see why they're like, you need to have a kid. You're getting too
Mhm.
old. But in my reality and
Es-
and a lot of young
Of
people's
course.
reality, like
Especially when.
don't-
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. Especially when they don't see her being stable.
Yeah.
Like if that was her mother or her aunt or her grandmother, they're not seeing the stability. So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, this isn't working out for you. So how about you find someone, settle down, and have a family? You know?
I just don't like. I don't like that. I don't like those type of proposals when family members come to you,
Mhm.
because it's like if you have a kid when you're too young and you're not ready, then the
Mhm.
burden is on them because they have to help out. So she's trying to take her time with having a family and career, and now they're pushing her.
Yeah.
But if she had it when she was too young,
Mhm.
then they would be complaining. So it's kind of like you can never win sometimes with family members.
Family is it's hard to deal with. Family is really hard to deal with, but we gotta love them, you know. And I understand that push for family because in the episode last week, when she was staying with her parents,
Yeah.
we saw that it was like 15 people staying there. So obviously they just love their kids. They
Yeah.
love them. So I can understand them wanting her to have a family, and especially I don't know if she's like the only child. Now I know she's not the only child, but if she's the baby girl, or you never know. So yeah, I don't know.
In my opinion, is a little bit different, but it is what it is.
That's the point of the show. It's opinions,
Right.
opinions,
Exactly.
opinions. And don't forget, viewers and listeners, we want you guys to voice your opinion. So make sure that you comment and share via iTunes.
And you guys can follow us on Twitter. I'm Bamm Ericsen.
And I am Ashley Gray. You can follow me on Twitter as well. It's Tweet Nina Marie, TweetNinaMare. And I would love to hear from you. So go ahead and do that. What's your Twitter? Bamm Ericsen?
Yeah, Bamm Ericsen. So BAMMERICSEN.
And I hear that you increased in tweeters. Wait, Twitters? What do you
Yes.
call them? Oh, followers. So guys, I want at least 10 more followers by next week. I follow back. So yeah.
So you guys, thank you for watching us, AfterBuzz TV for Empire Girls. You guys can check us next week as we recap. And so again, as my host said, you guys can check us out on iTunes or AfterBuzz TV, and please comment and share. And let's hope that we can get Julissa and Adrienne on the show. So please tweet. Okay? Thank you guys. See you guys later.
Have a great night. Happy Father's Day.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.